symptomologies that they say that makes up a virus or that makes up cancer or makes up any of these diseases that we can go through right now. There's not one disease that I can't break down and show you a different perspective to show you is really the body way of healing itself. These are symptomologies of healing. These are not symptomologies of pathological forms.
You saying, so basically, even when you think you sick, you healing. Your body trying to work for you.
Right, but you went to school to believe that your body working for you is actually working against you. The biggest trick was played on us, and that is that you are not made in the image of God. You're not made in God, image, and likeness. If you were God and we come from God, I think God is smart enough to have these cleansing mechanisms already within inside of us, and it's called the blood, the nerve, and the lymphatic system. The blood is what feeds the cells of the body all the phytonutrients, all of the oxygen it needs to operate. The lymphatic system is along with the blood. It moves against the cells. It picks up all of that toxic waste. It take it to something called lymph nodes. It further then break down this trash, and then it take it to the kidneys where you can urinate it out. The nervous system is what communicates with all the cells of the body and tells them what to do. So our body was already made with a biological trash can. It's just the trash can ain't been took it out to the corner. Kind of like how my sons used to do. It's Friday. Take the damn trash cans to the end of the driveway for the trash trucks can pick it up and take it to the landfill. So that's all that's happening. What's happening is what we're eating is accumulating and building up and turning into fermentation, toxic, and mold. If you leave your trash in the trash can too long, the first thing you're going to start smelling is a foul smell. The next thing you're going to start seeing is larva migration form. After that, you're going to start seeing maggots and what you would call flies. Well, the same thing, this principle applies to the body. If you cannot eliminate, you accumulate. This accumulation causes congestion. This congestion then causes acidic metabolic blowback that then ferment, and then it turns spoil. It starts to die. Now we see what you would call larva or migration that comes from parasitics inside of that. The body going to try to save itself, and it's going to get a bigger trash can and put it in it until you have somebody physically come move that trash can to the street corner. And how we do that is by simply detoxifying. And the best way to detoxify is stop putting toxins in. See, a lot of people think the only way you can detoxify is by taking herbs or, getting on a med bed or coming to my facility. No, it's called intoxication. So what are you bringing in? You're bringing in toxins, processed foods, GMOs, the clothing that we wearing, perfumes, hygiene chemicals. I can microplastics, heavy metal toxicity. I can go on for an hour just talking about all the toxins that we bringing in through the environment. So to detox, all it really means is to stop taking in the toxins. The body gonna do the rest. I'm not doing nothing special. I'm just coming behind that and making that process go more expedient, quicker by giving you the herbs to forcefully open up those pathways where you can detoxify quicker. So everybody look at me and give me these praises, but the praises is to yourself because your body is doing all of this. I'm just providing you the right information, the herbs and the plant materials and the diet for your body can do what it was set up to do in the first place. Because me and you are God, brother.
You saying basically you just giving a nigga the map.
That's all. I'm just giving you the map. I'm giving you the map and the ingredients. Your body gonna do what it was already genetically designed to do anyway, and that is to pick survival and homeostasis over death. Your cells gonna do everything. They fight to the last breath to stay alive.
So if a nigga, if a person get on like all that stuff I got when pull my blood and all that stuff, if I take all that stuff, everything, the bitters and everything properly, then go on my what you call the diet.
I gave you the anti-inflammatory diet.
And what is it? It's like a what's the name? What you be pushing?
Geogenetic.
Geogenetic. Yeah. No, it's a certain type of diet. Alkaline.
Yeah. Well, so and that's I don't push an alkaline diet because technically there's no such thing as an alkaline diet. Right. So when you look at alkaline, your body is already naturally alkaline. The blood is alkaline. It's at a 7.5 on a potential hydrogen scale, or what they call pH. Your lymphatic system is alkaline. It's a little higher, like at a 7.6 on the potential hydrogen scale. But all of your cells are slightly acidic. They're on a 6.5. What makes the cells alkaline is the blood and the lymphatics washing the cells all day. If you look at your body is made of something called DNA. DNA stands for deoxyribose nucleic acid. Your stomach is full of what you will call hydrochloric acid. So your body is 50-50. It's half alkaline and it's half acidity. So what happens is what you eat is either alkaline promoting or acidic promoting. So if you eat foods and these foods have the wrong minerals that it leave behind after a combustion or after you digest it based off of that mineral content left behind, that's what consider if it was an alkaline forming food or acid forming food. But technically all food is acidic. You can get a fresh apple, pick it from the tree, and check the acidity. It's going to be at a 2.5. Well, according to the alkaline spectrum, anything 7 is neutral, 7 and up is alkaline, anything that's 6 and down is acidic. So according to this alkaline theory that everybody pushing, an apple outside of your mouth, outside of your body, before it go through something called methylation, is acidic. Because it's at a 2.5. This is common Google. A tomato at a 2.3. A watermelon is at like a 5.6. It's still acidic. What makes it alkaline is once I put it in my body, I digest it, it goes through methylation, absorption, and utilization. And then I eliminate it. The minerals that it promoted and left behind is what makes it alkaline and not. And now all that do is have the presence. If you get into biochemistry, they call it cations and anions, electrons and protons. Protons are very, very acidic. That's why I attach protons to proteins. Alkaline things are very, very alkaline forming. I call those electrons. And then if you look at neutrons, that's the neutral. I call that nutrients that you get from your food. So if it leave behind calcium, manganese, manganese, and stuff like that, it's alkaline forming. If it leave behind phosphorus and things like that, they call that acidity or alkalosis. So acidosis, I mean. So that's the difference. So we technically don't have alkaline foods. We have alkaline forming foods after you eat it. I can care less what it does when it's on the tree. When I put it in my body, what do it do? And that's what apples do. They're acidic, but once you put it in your body, it gives you this type of mineralization that they call alkaline ash.
Hey, what you think the biggest mistake people make with their health daily?
Ooh, man. I think not knowing who they are. That's the first thing, not knowing who they are. The biggest risk to our health factor is our identity. Because now we get into culture. When you don't know who you are, you don't know your language, you don't know your culture, you don't know the landmass that you originated from, you don't know the gods you're supposed to be, invoking, I ain't gonna say serving or worshiping, but working with, then you allow another people to push their culture and information on you. So now we eating another people food, we taking another people medicine, we serving another people God. So having a cultural identity crisis is the number one way to become sick.
Fact.
Because once you find out who you are, and once you find out that you God body, hold on, I can't put something in God body that's processed. You know what I'm saying? Because we are original organic beings. So why would an original organic being eat something that was processed and created in a laboratory? It makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? If I'm an original God body, I'm not going to just stick my penis in any beautiful woman that roam around. I got to vet her, because the same way she's sticky and she pick who she want to, we pick that too. If I'm a God being, my speech is going to be different. I'm not going to be around down and speaking bad and negativity on myself or others around me, because I know abracadabra in the Hebrew tongue, I create what I speak. So it's just the identity crisis and the cultural crisis. Once we find out who we are and what we are, and once we find out the true definition of culture comes from the word cultivate. Cultivate means to grow. So if we're not growing, then we're not having the right culture. That means we need to dismantle that culture and create a new one that all works for the positivity of the community. So the number one thing for sickness to me is not knowing who we are. Because when you don't know who you are, a person can tell you what you are. And if they can tell you what you are, they can tell you exactly how to be, how to live, and how to eat.
And they can lead you the wrong way.
Come on now.
Hey, let me ask you something. Why you think people wait till they get sick to get serious about their health?
Man, that's how it was with me, man. Hard head. I just said this yesterday with Ash Cash. Hard head make a soft ass. We just us as so-called black people, melanated people, we just have to see it for ourselves to believe it. And I wish we wasn't like that as a culture. But us, since we are made in the image and likeness of God, we love to experience. And us as black people, we love to experience good and bad. So it's like we got to go through it to go through it. And that's just